Had a decent car at the beginning, but not great. We worked on it all night and got it to where it was the best car out there. And we last caution come out, and we got beat out of the pits, and that was the race. So it was pretty frustrating to run second again. I feel like we've been in this boat, in this position a bunch of times, and nothing about it's much fun. But at the same time, it was a good run for us. We had a great weekend. Had a good race car all weekend long, and we learned a lot of things that we can use in the future. Just running second sucks, especially when you're that fast. So a little bit frustrated right now.
We'll go to open up for questions. If there are any questions, if you could raise your hand. Randy?
Randy Coates, Kansas City Star. Kind of a two-part question. Behind in the head. I remember this was that of your two second places at Kansas last year. And I'll follow that up.
Actually, it felt more like Atlanta.
Okay.
We got beat out of the pits there. We were leading the race. We had a 5-6 second lead, and everybody pitted. We come in first and went out second, and that was the race, just like it was tonight. So frustrating.
Having finished second last year on the new track at Kansas, coming back there, the new car and that track again, how do you think that's going to play out for you?
I think it'll be good. We had a good run in Vegas. We ran well here. It seems like our mile and a half, big track program is pretty good. And I like Kansas, so look forward to going there. I think, obviously it's going to be a lot different than last year, but it's the same racetrack and the same kind of things I think will work. So just try to go there and, have another good weekend.
We're also joined by tonight's third-place finisher of the NRA 500, Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Fastenal Ford. This is Carl's sixth career top 5 finish at Texas Motor Speedway. Carl, you quietly made your way up to the front there at the end. Talk about your night.
It's pretty eventful. We had a very, very long night. Early in the race, the car was really good, and the sun was still out. And then it got really bad, and I almost pulled in because I was so wrecking loose that I thought it might be better just pull in and lose a lap or two to get it fixed. And fortunately, we stayed out, and we stayed on the lead lap. And then the tailpipes, something broke or cracked in the tailpipes. I thought the engine was blowing up for the whole race. That got worse. And then on one of the restarts, I tightened my belts, and I unhooked my whole seatbelt system coming to the green. So I hadn't had that happen since I was running my dirt car. And I told them out there, I don't know what the state laws are or whatever, but I went ahead and hooked them back up. But that was pretty crazy. And then we stayed on the lead lap. And then Jimmy did a great job. We adjusted more things tonight. We pulled shims and put more rounds everywhere than I think I've ever done in a race, and had a good pit strategy. And unfortunately, we came home third. But that's it's a gift for us. I know Martin's not happy with second, but I'm real happy with third.
We'll go to continue with questions. Drew?
Yeah, Martin, if you could, obviously I know the second place is frustrating for you, but given how the season's gone for you so far, is this something you can build on your team?
Yeah, for sure. We've had a rough season so far for sure. With as far as finishes go, with I think 3 races we've been outside of the 30th. We've been 38th, 40th, 43rd once even, I think. So yeah, it's great. Finishing second is good. I'm not saying that's not the case. It's just when you've been so close to winning so many times since your last one, it really sucks to run that good and finish second. Circumstances, the way they play out, sometimes it goes that way. But, in my case, I think I've run second like 8 times or something. And if I have a second-place car, I'd be happy right now. Or if I had a night like Carl's and I fought my butt off, to get second, I'd be much happier than I am now. But it hurts when you give them away. It's so hard to get in position to win these races. It's so hard to make your car good enough to beat Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch and all these guys, and we had that tonight. And we've got to get better at taking advantage of that. That's what we're missing, and that's what we need to work on. So that's why I'm upset. Second is a great accomplishment, but it's not what we're here for.
Jim and then Nate.
Pick on you because
Yeah.
Jim out of Charlotte Observer. Martin, did you figure it was going to be a tough job with Kyle having the first pit stall
pitting under caution. And did you feel you were in a better position if you were able to complete that one round of green flag pit stops when you had a big lead and the caution had not come out?
I mean, if the last caution didn't come out, we had a big lead too. So I don't know. Circumstances didn't play in our favor. That's, I still think, that the reason being that we came in ahead of Kyle, we come in with the lead. I still feel like we should be able to beat him. We should have been able to beat him out. I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't even close. He was at the line and I was 3 car lengths behind him. So it wasn't all pit position. It was other things on our end.
Nate.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Martin just answered my question. So I'll ask Carl, what was the deal with the seatbelts then? Did it catch on something?
I don't know. We I think when I tightened the belts, either one of the shoulder belts hooked the release or my finger hit it, and it surprised me. I will not be adjusting my belts coming to the green again. I haven't had that happen in all the races I've run in NASCAR. That's never happened. So that was just icing on the cake tonight. I just couldn't believe it.
I hate to ask, but is it custom for each driver? I mean, or is it something NASCAR should look at because
I mean, I don't know how many races I've run, 600 or something like that. I mean, for it to only happen once, I don't think it's an issue. But each driver's different. Each driver's belts are a little bit different, and it's probably just. It is. It's my fault, so it's something I just need to watch out for.
Any additional questions?
That's a little scary coming to restart with no belts on. I was like, I don't know what to do here.
What'd you do?
I believe we have a question in the press box.
I tightened my lap belt.
I know. Did you get it back on for a restart?
No. I went through the gears. I ran around about, 80% speed. Almost got them back together. Man, it took like 5 laps.
Did you get them down on the green? I would never be able to do it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Is that it?
Can you repeat the question?
Man, your car was fast.
I think we have one in the press box.
So loose.
Were you fast all night, or did you have to adjust on it a bunch?
Fast all day, but we get really loose in the long runs. Like first part of it. Even at the end, I take care of it. Get really loose.
The question, Carl, we have a question for you. Martin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, see you, Mark.
See you.
Yeah, Carl, this is John Sturbin from the press box, racingtoday.com. Given all the testing that was done here this week and the problems you had today, do you feel you've made major gains with this car this weekend on the intermediate tracks, or are you still like throwing darts at it?
We're definitely in the dart throwing phase. I think we might even have a blindfold on while we're doing it. We're in a little bit of trouble, honestly. We have to be better. I think Greg was decent, and we got it dialed in at the end. But I mean, that was a mad panic all night, and I think we have some work to do. I think the tire kind of threw us for a little bit of a loop tonight. I think a lot of people struggled, but we definitely struggled as much as anyone. But no, I don't feel ultra confident if we had to come race here next week that we could pull off a third again. We did test it at Kansas, and I felt pretty good about our test there. But this